competent in its a DG level, a professional who is competent in his professional aspects, or a general practitioner, IPS officer. Second is the procurement of equipment. Third was the intelligence setup, where we need better inputs, better coordination at the energy level for acquisition. In fact, we have to go out, reach out and try and get information. The next issue was at the national committee and other levels, where, for example, the DG is supposed to sit in at the Apex committee in Delhi. But the Home Minister, who had accompanied the energy force in the first lift, verbally asked him to stay back in Bombay, and the DG therefore became a bit redundant because his main place was in Delhi. The net result was that the third airlift got delayed by more than 24 hours. And it was only when I insisted that, look, you are asking the army to come in and you're not even releasing my third airlift of 40 odd people. Here was a situation that the ministry was ready to give the operations to the army, but not release 40 people of NSG. Now, this is a rather ridiculous state of affairs, which needs to be looked at and curbed. The fourth issue here is now we have set up regional hubs. They were initially at 4 places, now they're at 5 places. With this, the role and scope of operational requirements has increased. Therefore, you need certain amount of dedicated airlift capability with the NSG senior officers, given that let us look at how the terrorists have grown in their operations. From a single point attack, Mumbai 2611 had multi-pronged 4 to 5 places under attack simultaneously. I am sure the relentless enemy that we have, they would now be thinking of why not attack simultaneously at 2 to 3 geographical locations. In that case, you will need senior energy officers to visit those areas and coordinate various aspects of operations. Have we created a capability? Have we even thought of creating such a capability? I mean to say, if simultaneous operations are required, say in Delhi, Mumbai, and Chennai, what do? There are 3 different state forces, 3 different administrative setups. Now, these are the issues that are at the macro level, which needs examination, and I hope that somebody would really give thought to it. Setting up of the strategic forces headquarters and strategic forces command is a good step. Are we now also going to put energy under it or not? If we do that, perhaps a number of ills will get automatically sorted out. Have I time?
Vijay Gupta, what about the counterparts in the other countries? Would you like to throw on some best practices that are there in the developed nations, probably America, China, or who else?
Right. We, as part of our normal training processes, NSG participates in a number of international competitions where all other specialized forces of similar nature come and compete. NSG, I'm proud to say, has always achieved very good results there and has brought back trophies. Post 2611, we had visits of various delegations from various countries. In my time, the Saudi prince came, Saudi Arabia, the German, the French, and Americans later on, Israelis. They all studied 2611 operations, and Americans took a leap from that, and they realized that the first responder is the critical element. If the first responder is able to fix and isolate the terrorist, the damage to the common public is much, much less. And we have seen it playing out in subsequent terrorist attacks, individual attacks in America, that the first responders pinned them down. Similar is the case in France and England, the first responders. So I will not go into the technical details of other forces. As a carry away from that, I would like to draw attention to our first responders. What actual capability have we given to our first responders, which will always be the constable, the beat constable, the immediate thana, the police station? And how have they been trained to take into consideration such eventualities.
I think this is good enough for the day, and we'll be catching up with you on 26/11 in the chronology of events. What could have been done better and what actually transpired. So, Mr. Abhay Gupta, look forward to seeing you again in 5 minutes time from now.